hope you're all keeping well and safe. I know with this extended lockdown phase 4, where there's so much of uncertainty about when the lockdown is going to be over, what are the relaxations that we're going to have, there must be a lot of frustration, anger, irritation, and all that's creeping into our lives. And with that, it's sort of having an impact on people around us in our own homes. And because of that, I want to touch upon a subject which I would choose to call Taming by Silence. And I would like to give an example of something that I'd experienced only yesterday in my own life. You know, a lot of us believe that because you are a guru or a spiritual leader or a baba or whatever you want to call it, people don't get angry or don't get frustrated or don't lose their balance. Everybody does at certain levels, because they're, you know, obviously you evolve through your spiritual process and are able to change anger, but then there is a certain element of frustration. After all, we have spent a lot of time in all the work that we have done, and then when you have somebody who comes there and tries to tell you what to do or is throwing water on all your work and efforts, you know, it does get a little frustrating, you know. So it doesn't matter. We all have that element. We are not what we call gods. We are but human beings here, you know. So the same thing kind of happened, you know, like yesterday, and I've been here in this, you know, in the corporate and business world for the last 4 decades. And more recently, the last 15 years have been in my spiritual process, in meditational coaching and such like things that I do. And obviously, I haven't reached that maturity and been able to get that larger audience who wouldn't want to be on, say, a TEDx or on Tony Robbins' platform. So I wanted to take my own steps and get onto a certain platform from where I would be able to reach a lot more people, be able to tell a lot more people about my experiences in life, and through my experiences, people would be able to learn. So I've been kind of chasing this particular company and sort of talking to them about how I can get on board and stuff like that. And, you know, I was dealing with this particular lady, you know, I won't use her real name, but let's for now call her Nisha. And I call Nisha and I says, hey Nisha, you know what, I've been here talking to you guys for the last 1 month now, and nothing seems to be moving. I mean, I keep getting these things that send me a 2-minute or 3-minute clipping of your video. The video should have this kind of a background, and they should have this kind of a sound and things. You know, it's like you're making a passport photograph or something like that. And I was like, wow, you know, I've sent you so many of my videos. I am all over the place in terms of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google. I've given you my website, and still, you know, so there was, what I'm basically trying to communicate here is there was a lot of frustration building up in me and things, you know, it's spent up that here I want to do something, I want to be able to help people. And, you know, I'm not a tech savvy kind of guy, and I'm taking the recourse of somebody who's there, who can get my teachings and my learnings to a wider, longer, bigger mass, you know, and I'm being subjected to such trivialities of life and things. And I was just going on and talking that, you know, what is this, what is that, and things like that. And Nisha was there. I could hear the calmness, I could hear the empathy, the sympathy, whatever it is, in her silence. She was a good listener. She kept on just listening to me, not a word. It was just the energy that was being transmitted that I could feel, and through that 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or maybe 4 minutes that I was on and on, I just mellowed down. Without a word being spoken by her, you know, I just mellowed down. And that's what happens to us, my friends. if you become a good listener, I mean, if you were in a brawl fighting with people, if you did not react to people, I'm not saying become a Gandhi that, so to speak, to one extreme, that somebody gives you a cheek, you turn the other one and get slapped. Well, the theory is basically the same. There is no point in being a reactive person. Be creative in whatever you're doing. Become a good listener. Because at that moment of anger, frustration, or imbalance, whatever it is, people tend to say things. Listen, because you don't know the space from where he or she is coming. You do not understand the cause of this. But by listening, you'll be able to figure it out in yourself. And then, after the person has calmed down, in your own matured, simple way, you come across and seek permission to be able to give a point of view. Not being judgmental. There's no question of being judgmental ever. It's your point of view that maybe this has gone wrong, maybe we need to talk to our promotion team, maybe they have not seen this, maybe that, and things like that. But don't worry, I'm here, I'm going to be able to help you. So, the maturity with this, which Nisha showed me, was able to control this tiger that was coming out of me for no reason. Because at the end of the day, having spent these 40 years, I was saying I'm being questioned. Of course, I mean, there are 1,000 million people out there who have done what I've done. But I certainly believe I've been able to, in the last, especially the last 15 years, evolve into a person, right, where I can use all those years and years of experience, and I have done that. I share this with hundreds and hundreds of my clients, before the lockdown, having a one-on-one meeting, and now it is more like online meetings that I conduct. The thing is that to be a good listener can get you a lot more mileage than being reactive and being judgmental and responding immediately to a situation. The patience, the maturity which Nisha showed was commendable. And I think that brought me very fast down to a situation of understanding and of calmness, that I realized, what am I doing out here? I mean, I should be able to say, just make a point and say, this is what it is, and get on with it, But she showed me and told me the same thing that I talk about, is being a good listener. And which is what we need to bring into our own households, into our own lives, because there is so much of frustration. I keep hearing this on and off, and more on than off these days, because people have come together, right? They've thrown together, they're getting frustrated, they want their little space and things like that. So that anger comes out. No point being reactive, my friends. Just be calm, become a patient listener, and listen, feel where this other individual is coming from. What is the root cause of this? And that can only happen when you listen. So the message I'm giving here, my friend, is that a lot more can be achieved by being a good listener. And I pray that each one of us imbibe that quality which was shown by this person, Nisha, to be able to tame me with her silence. Till next time, my friends, stay well, keep joyful, stay blessed. Namaste.